In this video, we are going to talk through the most popular home builders in Greenville, South Carolina. And one, I'm going to tell you my experiences and my opinion. We are also going to rank them tier list style. 3, you're going to get something special throughout this video. So keep with me. Now, first, before we get into this, I have a big caveat to this. So here we go. When you are going to a home builder, it doesn't matter if you are just window shopping, if you are just seeing if you like the area. Builder agents typically, they're high pressure. And I have many builder agents that are my friends, and they are so good at what they do. But you need realtor representation when you are in a model home just falling in love with a house. The builder agent is there to represent the builder, not you. And even if they tell you you don't actually need a realtor, let me give you an inside scoop. Not having your own realtor will not save you time, will not save you money, and will not save you any stress along the way. So make sure you reach out to our team because we would love to help guide you through it, walk you through it, and if something goes wrong, we're there to help out. So without any further ado, I have a list of builders that we're gonna go through. They're not in any order, they're not in alphabetical order, they're just kind of randoms. Except for the one at the very end. I am saving the best for last. I've got a couple different things that I need to say about this builder. First builder on the list is Mungo Homes. Now, many of my clients have purchased Mungo Homes from ground up. I've also done some resale of a Mungo home build. I can tell you from personal experience, from seeing these homes, that they do age well. I have been impressed with builder managers, construction managers, making sure that the house is of the best quality, everything is fixed, it is as perfect as we can make it. Also, what I like about Mungo Homes is you have a bigger yard normally. It is a moderately medium-sized neighborhood, and just all in all, a good solid build. Great floor plans, some items that you can upgrade, and when you look at everything together, definitely an option. So we're gonna start off our list ranking with an A. Great builder. Thanks, Mungo Homes. All right, next, D.R. Horton. Now, everybody knows D.R. Horton. They market as the #1 builder in America. And they do. They build a lot of houses. They build a lot of houses fast. They are one of the builders here in the area that builds spec houses. So if you are looking to move to the area, you want a new construction house, but you don't have 4 months to build it, D.R. Horton should definitely be on your list. Now, because they do build so many houses and they build so many houses quickly, there are less customization options. There's probably more things that you will find on a D.R. Horton build that maybe need addressed. So this is where I always recommend a third-party home inspection of your new construction. And that is basically to find things like HVAC that wasn't hooked up. Sorry, D.R. Horton, I found that in one of your houses. Great builder managers that I have had experience with here in the upstate. And you're going to hear me say this a lot. The construction manager, the building manager in these communities, they are going to be what makes or breaks a great new construction house. So for D.R. Horton, I love your agents. You guys are great, but we're going to rate you at a C because everything is cookie cutter. It's still a great house, so don't come at me too much for that ranking. Next is going to be DRB. Now, DRB is Dan Ryan Builders, and they are a good, solid builder here in the upstate. They build a good quality house. They're not going to just throw it up as quickly as possible. I will say that they have started building more townhomes than single family homes. At least those are the builds that I see being pushed the most. And the quality checks around the house itself, the inside of the walls, the electrical, the plumbing, making sure that everything is put up in the best way possible. Before you even go into the house, it's already had 2 quality checks and it's already had another third-party quality check that the builder themselves hires to make sure that they have built you a great home. So great experiences with DRB. You get a solid B. The agents there are great friends of mine. We've worked with many of them in the past. And if you ever go into there, just say my name to any of these builders and our team would love to help. All right, next is going to be Eastwood. Now, Eastwood, I don't hear as much right now. I think they have kind of scaled back some of their communities, or at least I don't have as many people going to their communities. But Eastwood Homes, again, my experience has been a good, solid house, great floor plans, nice sides, yards, and the neighborhoods feel a little less cookie cutter just based upon the front elevations of the house and what you can get in the house. They age really well. So again, another solid B. If you see an Eastwood home, I would definitely recommend that they be on your list. Next is going to be Toll Brothers. Now, Toll Brothers, I know they've been around forever, but they are a newer builder here in the upstate. And I think that's because they had bought out some other builders that were here prior. I know that they built in O'Neill Village. You will see Toll Brothers builds in that master plan community. And we've even sold a few of them. We sold the model home in O'Neill Village for Toll Brothers. And it's a beautiful home. The floor plan was so good because a lot of you are looking for single level living, but you like that upstairs living for whenever family comes to visit or if you need a man cave. The finishes on this Toll Brothers house were so pretty. Nice big open kitchen, and the floor plan makes sense to where, I don't know, you can have a living room and a dining room or a kitchenette area, a breakfast area. So Toll Brothers, you get an A. Gorgeous home. I think it ages really well. It keeps its value as it gets a little older, and floor plans, they're probably some of my favorites. So if any of those builders are like, oh, Aubree, yes, we have been looking at Mungo, or we have been looking at the Toll Brothers houses, reach out to the team, because this is what we do. We have relationships with these builders. We have relationships with these builder agents that they're not going to pressure you. If you walk in and say, hey, Aubree's my realtor or Christy's my realtor, we would love to help you walk through what that looks like. So reach out to us, scan the QR code somewhere here on the screen. Okay, before I launch into like the next 10 builders that I've got here, would it help you if you had a comprehensive list that you could go, what are all of these builders here in the upstate? Or, hey, like if there was just one place that I could go and instead of Googling what builders are great here or not, stick with me because I've got something that I want to give you in this video that is going to put everything in the same place and make it super easy for you to do your research. But before I do that, let's keep going. Next on our list is going to be, I loved walking into this build. It was different. The entryway was gorgeous. The quality of the home, you could just tell even by its landscaping, it was going to be different. I am talking about none other than Durham Luxury Homes. Now, don't get me wrong, like the luxury name in there, it doesn't mean that it's like a $2 million house. These homes are gorgeous. Durham Homes is one of those builders that you walk in and you get that wow factor. Now, they are a smaller builder. There's only a few neighborhoods here in the upstate they are building in, and their price point is, I would say, slightly above average in about the 500 to 800 range. Man, Durham Homes, I think as we were walking through, there's just these little touches, the wood beams, the type of granite quartz that you see in these houses, and the fact that they are a little bit more semi-custom because you can go in with a floor plan. You can go in and say, I specifically need an office that is kind of tucked away on the first floor. But Durham builders, you get a resounding S rating because, Your house is so pretty and the neighborhoods are great. We do actually have another video that we did up in the Boiling Springs area that we featured a house built by Durham. You should go check it out. The townhomes also in Duncan, we went and we featured those. Those townhomes don't feel like townhomes. It is just a house that just happens to be attached to another house. Take a look at it. Love the little community there in Duncan built by Durham Homes. And yeah, check it out. Let me know if I can help.
I will say, so on Durham Homes, we've seen 2 of their houses.
Yeah.
Torta did the whole thing, spent like an hour in each of them. I think I saw like 1 blue tape issue.
No, the homes themselves look really nice. Having a little bit of a smaller builder, like they're not massive, and I do believe they are local. I would love to take a client through Durham Homes and have them build one. Next builder has a special place in my heart. I have a former team member who works for this builder. You're like, you know what? Meritage Homes is where it's at. This is what I love. Reach out to me. I have the perfect contact at Meritage. Lauren, I'm looking at you to help you build this home. Now, Meritage is one of those builders that when you go into the neighborhood, it is going to look more cookie cutter. They build a lot. They have many different style of neighborhoods here in the upstate and just across Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson. They are everywhere. I will say they take more pride in what is in between their walls. So the insulation, how the electrical is put in, how the plumbing's roughed in, everything. And they love working with realtor partners. So it makes it easier for me to come along and to help represent you in that build. So Meritage, you get a solid B just because the homes are a little bit more cookie cutter. They all look the same. There's not as much customization. That's why you're not an A. We'll get there someday, right? Next one is Lennar. Now, Lennar, again, is pretty new here in our area. I know that they are a national builder. And my experience with Lennar has been that they build them very fast. I honestly haven't had the easiest time whenever I'm taking a buyer and representing them with the builder. They build a beautiful home. All of these builders, the homes are gorgeous. But I will say they are maybe a little bit lesser quality. They build them really, really fast. And it's not the best experience whenever I've taken somebody. If you have a different experience, though, let me know in the comments what you think of Lennar Homes. But for this, we are giving our first D. Let's make it better. All right, next, let's go to Dream Finders. I just closed on a beautiful home in Simpsonville with a client of mine that had been looking here in the area for 2 years. And they found the perfect home that is built by Dream Finders. Now, Dream Finders just took over another builder. So they bought this builder out. And now we have Dream Finders. I will tell you that Dream Finders has one of my favorite construction managers in the entire upstate. She is amazing. And the quality of the home, it just reflects the care of the construction manager that is looking over everything. So Dream Finders, you get a solid A here because I can tell that there is care and quality. What can you say? When you have a female construction manager, she's going to make sure you put lights in wherever you need to put the lights. So, Trisha, that's a shout out to you. All right, let's keep going. Our next builder, I don't mention very often, and we've got a love-hate relationship with this next builder. SK Builders is a very large local builder here in South Carolina. They have beautiful neighborhoods. They build a lot. And the love-hate relationship, let's just go for it, okay? I have had builds that take over a year to complete when the same house with another builder takes about 4 to 6 months. And there's always an excuse. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not a great house or that you shouldn't go and buy with SK, because the people along the way are what really make that difference. shoot, I actually lived in an SK house for about 5 years in Travelers Rest. I loved my home, but I will say, their build is why I have what I call the jump test. And if my kids are upstairs in a playroom jumping around, I can hear everything they're doing downstairs and the lights were rattling. So just so you know, SK builds a great house, a pretty house, great floor plans, and they have lots and lots of options to pick out. It's really cool. But like I said, I've got a love-hate relationship with them. I actually am closing with them on a transaction just next week, and it has been my best experience with this builder to date. I think that's because of our agent that represents SK. So Nate, you're awesome. Would love to do more builds with you. But SK as a builder, we're going to give you a D just because we've got some relationship things we need to work on. But you build a great house, wonderful floor plans, and I think you are definitely working on getting better, and hopefully we'll have a better relationship as we keep going. All right, so you've stuck with me this far. Because of that, I want to give you a gift. So Aubree, you're saying all of these different builders. I'm struggling to take notes. Don't take the notes. I got you. So here's what I want you to do. We're putting the QR code back up on the screen here. And if you would like a comprehensive list of all of these builders with reviews, links, just information about them, scan the QR code and mention it in the comments section whenever you send in your information. I will send you a PDF with all of this information ready to go, making your research better. So, come on, scan the QR code. I'll even wait for a second. Doopy-doop. Here we go. All right, so you scan that QR code. I'm going to send you that PDF. I hope it helps. I hope this entire thing helps. And schedule a time with us. We'd love to walk you through it and have an actual conversation around what it looks like to represent you on new construction. Now, we're not done. I've got 5 more to go. So here we go. The next one that we are going to jump into is actually more of a custom builder, but they build in our average price points. I'm talking about none other than Shoeacher Homes. Now, Shoeacher builds on your land. You're not going to find a Shoeacher neighborhood necessarily. So my experience with them has been okay. So Shoeacher, you get a C just because you don't work well with the representation on the other side. My experience there is transactions coordinators make the real estate world go round. So I know what I'm good at. I'm good at negotiating and making sure that you get a fridge and blinds, making sure that, if you need a fence put up or anything like that, that's what we're negotiating. And then also over the course of the transaction, making sure that you get your inspections done and stuff like that. Shoeacher doesn't play nice when it comes to transactions coordinators. They don't like talking to me or my transactions coordinator. It's like pulling teeth to get information. So that's back end stuff though, and that's why they get a C. Beautiful house though.
But it makes you wonder how they would treat just a person by themselves.
Michael, can I tell you that that's also a reason why SK Homes got the so we're backing up a second, but SK Homes gets a D because they won't talk to my transactions coordinator. I mean, we have a lot of homes under contract. We help a lot of people. So having that extra person to make sure that everything goes smoothly, you got to talk to my transactions coordinator. All right, next is more of a local builder. I don't know how widespread they are, but this builder is Adams Homes. Now, Adams Homes builds primarily single level homes that all are brick facade. That is very different whenever you look across neighborhoods. Having a brick house, I don't know, not the song, but the song immediately when it came into my head when I said brick house. Sorry, here we go. So Adams Homes, great builder, great floor plan, because a lot of people are looking for that one level living, and Adams Homes provides that. They also provide All of the houses I've been to have really nice back patios, places that you can do life outside. They don't have the amenities necessarily of other neighborhoods, but all in all, really nice quality, and it ages well. So I've been helping more people purchase resale Adams homes. So you get an A Adams Homes because you just build a good house. All right, next is Stanley Martin. Stanley Martin is a builder that I think is on par with your Meritage, DRB, DR Hortons, etc. It's a great house with the ability to upgrade some things. There are some spec homes in these neighborhoods. My experience has been very nice space, good floor plans, good finishes. I even liked how, this is weird, but the sprinkler system was even put in at this house. So we just closed one a couple of months ago. It was a great experience, good experience going through everything. I would say, though, you may want to talk to your own lender whenever you are looking at these builders. So if you're not going to pay cash for the home, let's just add this here because this is across these builders. Everybody has their specific lender that can offer interest rate buy down points or closing costs incentives. I always recommend go get another opinion from a good, solid local lender. I can help you with that. Just email us. Would love to send you that list of lenders. And we also want to make sure we go to the builder's lender to see, okay, well, what incentives do they have and is it going to help you? We've done it all the different ways, but Stanley Martin was one that I was like, let's go ahead and talk to our local lender first as well, because that was the hiccup whenever in that transaction. So it's not going to be all Stanley Martin, and it's not Stanley Martin as a whole, but Stanley Martin here in the upstate, that's my recommendation there. The next home is, I love these houses. They are a newer builder here in the upstate. We actually went out to a neighborhood in Anderson here recently that this builder was like, they were slinging houses. They were everywhere. And the people, I could tell, were happy. I am talking about none other than Hunter Quinn. Hunter Quinn builds a house that I was shocked, one, by the price, and then two, by what you could do in the build process. So the build process with Hunter Quinn is actually more semi-custom. They have not gone the way of you can only have this floor plan and you can only have these finishes and you can only do this. No, Hunter Quinn, go watch the video that we did, that we went through this model home, and they'll let you move some walls. If it makes sense, they will let you upgrade things that other builders won't. I think they just care deeply that it's a great quality home, but then also you as the buyer love your home, and it's just not like the house across the street or the house next door. Your house is your house, and you get to start making it your own from the very first moment whenever you are building this house. So still has the floor plans that they offer, still has only the finishes that they offer, but they are willing to have the conversation. So it impressed me, and you should go watch that video to see what I mean. Hunter Quinn, you get an S. Just fantastic build, and I was impressed. So I'm excited to take one of you guys that are watching this to go build one of their houses. So yeah, let's go. All right, drum roll. We've got one more builder, and we're going to talk about this one just a little bit longer because I have recently had conversations with the regional director for this builder here across our area. And I have nothing but respect for this builder, the builder agents, and then the fact that the regional director thought enough to actually come and talk to me about it. So let's talk about none other than Ryan Homes. Now, Ryan Homes builds a lot of houses here in the area, and they are everywhere. You've got the multi-generational neighborhoods. You have the master plan communities. We went through a Ryan home up in the Spartanburg area where, the neighborhood was really cool. It's going to have over 1,000 homes, 3 swimming pools, a pond, walking trails. Ryan Homes, you are doing something right with that. That is so cool. And I'm excited to see what it all ends up looking like. Also, Ryan Homes, beautiful floor plans. Love the square footage. We walked a massive house. And I was shocked by what you could buy it for. The price was really good. All of these builders that we've mentioned today are average price point. So you can buy a home in the $350,000 ranges all the way up to about six to 700. But that's like the top of the line. You spec'd everything out. Luxury if you wanted to. But Ryan Homes, let's chat about this. So Ryan Homes, in my experience, has been one of the highest pressure builders that my clients walk into. And because they run special incentives on the interest rates, they run special incentives on maybe a pricing. And there are so many Ryan Home communities that our clients walk into. Here's my experience with Ryan Homes though. They build homes incredibly fast. I'm talking 4 months for a 22 to 2,600 square foot house. That is a ridiculously fast build time for a home of that size. And they don't like working with realtors. They'll say that they like working with realtors, and that's okay. And I have friends that work for Ryan. I love you guys. I will only work with you guys. The regional director that I spoke to just a couple of weeks ago was incredibly respectful, and we had a great conversation around a Ryan Home build. But I will say, working with a realtor means that they need to represent your best interests. The builder agent represents the builder at Ryan. And it just comes down to Ryan's not going to pay in closing costs what a realtor needs to be able to work with you. So I can't work for free. I'm going to say it just like that. Ryan Homes, come on, come work with me. Let's figure this out. But you're getting a D because, golly, just make it easier. That's it. Work it into the price of the home, something. But that's okay. Everybody runs a business the way they want to run a business. Just like I run a business, Ryan Homes runs their business. And it's a nice home. But I will say, quality is a little bit lacking because they're being built so incredibly fast. And I have that across multiple different builds. So with that, don't take it personally. If you want to walk into a Ryan Homes, just be prepared. They're going to want to sell you that house. I want to sell you that house, but we're going to do it right. Slow down. Make sure you understand everything along the way. So if this helped you, one, don't forget to scan the QR code so that I can send you the comprehensive list of these builders. This video has been just my opinion and my experience with these builders. They're all pretty great. I would gladly take you into any of these builders' neighborhoods and reach out to us because we would love to have a conversation with you about what it looks like to build here in the area. We'll talk to you later.